Arcade sucks!
Welcome back to Guilty Gear Strive. Now, I was actually challenged by a fan in this video, and all this is really going to be is it's just going to be my post commentary, pretty much just over this entire video. And y'all are going to basically see me playing against him as Dizzy. So I'm not playing as I felt this time. I'm actually playing as Dizzy because she just came out. And she's been really fun so far, and I think I might low-key be a closet Dizzy main, but basically all I wanted to do was wanted to go over this video and pretty much just give y'all kind of my thoughts, post commentary, kind of what I was thinking as I was playing the game, because obviously I had to get used to playing Dizzy again. So yeah, and enjoy the video. Okay, so right off the bat, this was the last game of the night that we played. As you can see, he is playing as Soul Bad Guy and I'm playing as Dizzy, and I really have a lot of trouble fighting Soul Bad Guys, but as you can see, I'm still kind of, this was like, I had been playing as Dizzy for a few hours at this point, so I kind of had a little bit more of an understanding of Dizzy at this point, but I will not lie, I was kind of spamming a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, especially because, like I said, I have a lot of trouble fighting Soul Bad Guys. I don't really know what it is. I think it's because he's a rushdown character, but it's like Soul is very hard to contend with, kind of no matter if you're close range, short range, or whatever. I do have better luck playing as a Felt, who is my main, but I was definitely having trouble because I was still trying to figure out how to chain combos with Dizzy here. But as you can see, I consistently knew I kind of was able to chain that combo and then put in the ice there. Whereas I do consistently know how to use her DP uppercut move, which is really good. It has a lot of freaking range on it, and it's really fun to use, and I really freaking love it. But he ended up winning this fight, and we called it a night there. Whatever, like I wasn't too upset about it. I was still kind of, it was Soul Bad Guy. I was tired, I was throwing, I'm not gonna lie, but basically in the next one he was Abba, and as you can see, he had mods on. This was from his POV, but I was playing as Dizzy here again, and testing out some, like, you know, skins and whatnot, and just trying to do whatever. I do think I win this one. I think I win this match, but we were doing, you know, 3 lives, 3 stocks. And here I'm kind of just trying to test the range, see how, because I haven't played against much Abbas since starting Guilty Gear, especially since Abba has come out. So I'm really just kind of trying to test the range, see how far he can kind of get on me with Dizzy, or with Abba and whatnot. And then here I was kind of trying to figure out how to combo. Like, I was still figuring out Dizzy here, but you can see there her DP move is incredible. Range-wise, it's such a good daggum ranged move, and that's why I kind of round 1 DP'd with it. And y'all know me, I probably said round 1 DP, like that's what I probably said. But and that narwhal move as well, where she pulls out the narwhal or whatever, I like to call it the Shy Lily move. I did really like that move as well. She has a lot of, I think Dizzy's gonna be I think she's gonna be really meta. I think she's gonna be a lot like when Ramlethal came out, because Ramlethal is very meta because she has short and medium range and long range all at the same time. Dizzy is kind of the same way, and as you can see, I was taking out all 3 of their stocks here, and basically did a clean sweep. I do think it's because the fan I was playing against has not really played Abba that much, but played a lot of different characters here, so. Okay, so it's here at the beginning of this match where I had jumped into training, kind of I wanted to get down Dizzy's ult because I hadn't seen her ult yet. I was triggering the other one where she does like the ice like laser beam thing, but I did not know how to get the Kamehameha like wave thing that she was doing off. So at this point I kind of went into training to see if I could kind of like nail it a few times, and that way I could, you know, at least get it off once, because I had to get it off. But I was Dizzy, of course, and they were Gold Lewis Dickinson. So at this point I was like, I've played a lot of Gold Lewis's. I'm pretty good against Gold Lewis. He has a lot of range, I feel like, and he is really, if you don't really know how to combat him, he's kind of hard to get against, especially with his UMA. But I think Dizzy is a perfect counter for for Gold Lewis because of her just her insane range and everything else like that. It really did feel like when I got to him playing as Gold Lewis. Now I will say he did win a few rounds in here. As I said, I could pull off this move pretty consistently. When he changed to Gold Lewis, it really felt different. It felt like he kind of was like throwing. I know he definitely wasn't throwing, but it felt kind of like he was throwing, mainly because at this point, I don't think he had ever played too much Gold Lewis, but and I had been playing Dizzy for a few hours at this point, but at the same time, I was really inconsistent with my range, which was a good thing. That was a good inconsistency. He couldn't really figure out how to get past my range, especially when I did that sword slash there. And as you can see, I'm spamming a little bit, just trying to experiment a little, because this was before the last round, so I was kind of still just trying out Dizzy a little bit. And just kind of trying to figure out like different combos, different like I knew I was kind of having this win in the bag, so I was throwing just a little bit. So I was like, let me experiment with some combos, see what I can do. See how I don't know how the heck he was able to get that off before my DP, but he did. I don't know how he was able to hit me before that DP. I was not happy about that one. That one made me bad. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang it, bro. I never lose the DP. But yeah, it was here. I was kind of like, especially because Dizzy, she does a lot of damage. She does, as you can see, she does a lot more damage than Afelt. I really love Afelt as a rushdown, but the one thing I consistently do not like about her is that she does not do enough damage to justify a solid win. It takes a while to wear down enemies, and therefore it's a longer fight, especially if you're just going to spam the Rekka every single time. Dizzy does a lot of damage, especially depending on what you throw at them, what you do. And it's here, like, I was also, because I was still experimenting with Dizzy at this point, I was also trying. Now I did get hit by that, but I was also trying to throw some of the strategies that I had adopted from playing as Afelt into my Dizzy moveset. So I was trying to be like a lot more, I wouldn't say aggressive, but defensive and aggressive at the same time, but also very moving around, jumping around a lot, trying to figure out what to do, trying to keep him at bay as well, because I knew that at this point, yes, he has a little bit of range with that UMA, but if he can't hit me in there, I procced a damage booster right there, and I think he started to freak out, because I think he threw here, because he started to freak out, like, oh man, I gotta take you out right now. And he tried. I think he did hit this off though. Yeah, he did. I think every single time he did that, he hit that off. He might have got me this round, but I don't really remember. It's kind of a blur. Because like I said, this was like later at night and whatnot. And the only reason I'm doing post-com is because we were in a Discord call. So there was many people talking and stuff like that. Audio was a little different on my end, or on his end, because this is recorded from him. But yeah, I ended up winning that round, taking that round. And I think at this point he was kind of trying to lock in. I don't know, like I said, it really felt like in the beginning stages he was really just throwing, and I was like, man, come on now, like I could play better than that. But here it is, like I'm starting to kind of, as you can see, I was hitting off that ice move consistently, and I was trying to, at that point I was trying to like incorporate something different, because I knew how to summon the ice on the floor. But I was, like I said, the reason I was missing so much and doing other stuff is because I was trying to figure out how to use my like my movesets and combos, and because with Afelt, the reason I love using her so much is because she's very easy to figure out. She's very easy to get a grasp of, and once you kind of figure her out and how to use her Rekka and whatnot, she's a very easy combo set that can get you a lot of combos and a lot of damage in a short amount of time, even though she does less damage. Dizzy is way more, she's easy to use, but she is a lot more technical than Afelt. They say Afelt's hard to use. She's really not, but in my opinion. But here I ended up taking this round. I absolutely dominated this round. I did really good. I did not think I'd do this good this round, but I did. But at that point I was kind of locking in. I was kind of like, okay, screw it on the taking over. But I do think playing an aggressive Dizzy was definitely the move here, especially because even though I had that range, he was very focused on aggressive, and that I don't think that was helping him out a lot, because he was trying to be very aggressive, trying to get in there and hit me, but I had the range over him, so therefore I was able to kind of you know, get him. But I do think he started to kind of get into the paint here, and then eventually took me out with that. Yeah, he took me out with that eventually on that round. And just want to point out, like, this is just all from my point of view, kind of just whatever. So, like, I don't know, this is just kind of like what I was thinking, kind of, I would say in the moment, but also just like, and you have to keep in mind that I was definitely still trying to figure out Dizzy, because with my experience with Gold Lewis is, as you can see, I'm already half health, and he only did a few hits on me. Gold Lewis Dickinson does a lot of damage, which I think this made it a really good matchup, because Dizzy also does a lot of damage. So it made it a really good matchup, but at the same time, this made it very, very, very stressful, because, oh, and this was cool. I'd never seen this before, a double KO. I had never seen this before. And this made the stakes really high, because as you can see now, we both have a single heart. And I'm glad we got that on camera, because I was like, man, I've never had that before. That was the very first time I'd ever gotten that. That was really cool. I feel like that's a really rare, but that was something just super freaking cool. But at this point, I was like, okay, you know, let me stop screwing around just a little bit and start kind of doing whatever, because that ice move that she does is really good. And I thought, okay, when he did that there, that hit me, and I was a little frustrated at that point, because I was like, that should not have hit me. I was in the middle of doing my DP move, which y'all saw. I was in the middle of doing my DP move right there. And the DP move was in the middle, so he should have hit that. But yeah, that's all the gameplay from this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. I know it's a little shorter, and as well as you know, comment, subscribe for more. I'm going to be doing some Guilty Gear here and there, obviously, you know, taking a break from Sonic sometimes, just seeing how these go, test the water and whatever. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.